Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash please. Yeah. She got a way of making the block free. Cash please. Yeah. Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash please.
And we're back. Man, welcome back to 1.0. I'm your host, Dr. Shep, and welcome to the Father's Day edition of 1.0. Coming back across the track once again, my friend. I've walked on water, I've walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Man, welcome to tonight's show, man. I want to thank everybody for chiming in on last week's episode. I know it was kind of controversial there, but that's what I wanted. You understand what I'm saying? I want to bring a little thought to your mind of the power that we have as a African American or black or whatever you consider yourself, melanated voters. Let's say it like that. That's a good. I like that. Melanated voters. Yeah, you have power, and I want us to use it in this election, not be stirred by, criminal charges. We should be used to that as black folks. That shouldn't take your attention. Pookie got charged, Ray got charged, I got charged. Everybody got felonies around here, and we gonna handle out a few more if y'all keep bullshitting. So let's not be, deterred by that. Keep focused and know what we're going into, because this problem has to be kind of dealt with before it gets to our children. That's our responsibility to make it easier for the youth. Now, with that in mind, man, it's Father's Day weekend, y'all. Now, everybody know. Everybody know that Father's Day is a little bit. I'm trying to be light with it. It's a little bit different from Father's Day. You did. There's not quite as many flowers sold. You understand me? There's not as many people at Golden Corral. And why is that? Y'all don't think us as men we don't like flowers? Yeah, I like some nice fresh flowers. Yeah, I like to go to Golden Corral and get the buffet, all I can eat and stuff, and bring me a Ziploc bag and yeah, do a little something with the cookies and dessert, take it home with me and all that. I want to do all that on Father's Day, but don't seem like that happen. What's going on? You understand me? Mama get all kind of things. Oh man, she get cookies and taking all out to Golden Corral and all kind of new kind of purses and jewelry and nowadays they give gift cards. They even get gift cards. Yes, sir. And trips. Yeah, Mother's Day, all the girls will get together and they head out. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Take your old lady with them too. Yeah. Even if you didn't want her to go, they gonna take your old lady with them too. But that's what goes on Mother's Day. But I remember back in the day, this thing they call fatherhood. See, y'all remember that? Fatherhood? That's when fathers used to want to be fathers. Yeah, that used to happen. Around 70s and 80s and 90s and stuff. Yeah, we used to, your fathers used to want to be fathers. They would come to your, baseball, football game or basketball game with they name on back of your shirt. You understand? On the back of their shirt and everything. That's nothing to jump up and holler. That's my boy right there. Yeah. Yeah, it used to be a time like that. I don't know if you youngsters remember that, having daddies. Hey, okay. Hey, hey, it's like, it's true. I mean, it's this is not me just, you know, I'm not trying to be mean here, right? But really, I don't know if you youngsters remember when we had daddies, cuz. See, most of the young people, daddy is their grandmother. It's not funny. I'm only laughing to keep from crying, because it's ridiculous that I have to say this. I'm only laughing to keep from crying, but it's true. But when times when, fatherhood was used to be a thing, it actually did. And I actually had one. I still have a father. You understand? And to not have one is strange to me. That's odd to me for not to know that my dad's presence, or to think that my dad's presence, you know, never, you know, there's a possibility of not being there, and the fact that he was there you know, the whole time. That calls for salute. No, it calls for salute and what they call them things when they for veterans, 6 gun salute and 12 gun and how many ever guns. My old man, yeah, they need to fire it off. The cannon, the guns, firecrackers, everything, because he gave me something that so many young men today would probably never experience, and that's having a father in house. And that's having a father to for you to go to school and you tell another nigga, man, my daddy, yeah, boy, my daddy'll do, yeah, something to your daddy, fella. Having that confidence, you know, or seeing your dad do something that was almost inhuman. You know what I mean? The strength. My daddy. I used to see him stick his hand into the barbecue pit, into flames. Like, this nigga here is a magician, And I seen that, and when I saw him do it, of course I thought, yeah, I can do that too, and I couldn't wait to do it. To retch in my barbecue pit and turn them flames over them with my hands, man. That gave me a badge of manhood that I saw my father do. And so other people might think it's crazy. But to me, that's the closest that I can get to the strength that my father has. Just seeing him do that. I ain't seen no regular niggas do no shit like that, man. Retching that fire, turn that, yeah, with your hands, cuz. Yeah. That meant that you was thick in the skin and you had worked on that. You understand me? That mean that fire. I ain't fire no more. It's a rite of passage. Like them cats in certain cultures walk across coals. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing, and that's something my dad gave me, and it wasn't intentional. He didn't know I was watching, but I was, and I liked that style of hands on. That's a style that I use with barbecuing right today. Can you dig that? Yeah, my wife, she tried to make me put on gloves and everything. I'm like, man, I'm not one of these die in the parking lot of Walmart. Yeah, I'm not one of them. I'm gonna stick my hand in that fire. Yeah, because it's a rite of passage that I got from my father, and I would like to, give it on to my son, which I hope I did, because I showed him the same thing my daddy showed me. So today, I like to give them cats they roses, man. We don't often make a big deal of our fathers because we feel like our fathers don't want that. All they want is whatever money you gonna give them so they can go get their lottery tickets and do whatever they do, and a whole lot of leave me alone. That's what we want on Father's Day. We make a big deal like y'all don't give a shit about it, but yeah, we really want y'all to leave us the fuck alone on Father's Day. Now, if you gonna cook me something, cook me something. If you gonna give me something, give me something. If you gonna buy me something to drink, buy me something to drink. But give me a whole lot of leave me alone and the remote control. And that's all we want. Now, if you want to tell us you love us, I'm cool with that. You want to break me off 100, 250, 25, whatever you want to give me, I'm cool with that. If you want to give me a card with a little something in it, gift card or whatever, or nothing in it, just words saying, Daddy, I love you. I'm cool with that. But after you do that, leave me the fuck alone. Because this is the only time that we have that we can take advantage of that. Saying, leave me the fuck alone. It's Father's Day. I ain't doing shit. If you want some wood chop it your motherfucking self. If you want that tie change it your motherfucking self. If you need some, yeah. This is the only time we have to do that. And it's odd that y'all would mess with us on this day anyway when y'all don't pay no attention to us the rest of the damn year. Some of them even got the nerve. Say, baby, I know it's Father's Day with everything, but could you go out there? Hell no! They'll try you. And nobody asked Mama to do nothing on Mama's Day. I'm telling you, Mama, you better not cook. We taking you to dinner. Yeah. Father's Day, nigga have to holler out, hey man, can I get a turkey sandwich or some oatmeal? Or, y'all gonna leave here before I get breakfast? Yeah, shit like that. Some motherfuckers even forget it's Father's Day. You just be sitting there looking crazy. They ain't gonna say nothing. You be like, you know what day it is? No, baby, what day it is? You mean to tell me you don't know what day it is? I know it ain't our anniversary because that was like last month or so. It ain't some all the kids' birthday done passed. They don't even know when Father's Day is, man. Unless you just been telling them, hey, Father's Day coming up, I want this, I want that. Father's Day coming up Monday at 12 o'clock midnight. I mean, you got to be specific for them to remember Father's Day, cuz. Well, we remember them people. I'm remembering them. I remember Father's Day. Because my father, I had one. And whether he was good or bad or in between, I had a father. And I had a father at home. And I have a father still right today, along with a mother. And we often forget about the equal task that both had. And because our mother is the softest part of that relationship, we have a tendency to go a little further than we would with our fathers because they always gave a hard exterior. You dig? But when I became a father and I become a grown man, I realized that that's just what that was. A hard exterior. And whatever lies below, man, yeah, it's different. And we had to put up that hard exterior because of the environment that we were made to live in and made to survive in. You know, that had to be a strength in the house, and because there was a strength in the house, that's what the young man learned to be. You did? Before he left that house and went on to make his own house to become the rock and the strength and the protection in. So I thank my father because that's something that a woman per se can't teach a man. And women, y'all do y'all absolute best and y'all do a wonderful job and you have doing a wonderful job. But that doesn't negate that element is missing. And I'm double thankful that I came in time to get that element before things got to where they are today. See? Because if you think Father's Day was looked down on always, well, I mean, you ought to take a look at it today. You know, in today's standards, some fathers lie to get killed by their sons on Father's Day. Yeah, like that. The love that I spoke of my father just then. Yeah, there's a different thing going on now. I think a lot of these, a lot of these separations, they came with hate, and that's what was passed on to the child for the father nowadays. So, you know, and like I said, it's just that crazy to where some sons will choose today to meet their fathers, but it'll be on a different, you know, yeah, it'll be some funny business going on, some furniture moving around this motherfucker. And that's how differently we were raised, and that's how differently men are looked at nowadays. It's not that just didn't happen. That just didn't happen when the outlook of men began to change, and when men themselves begin to change. And then I'm gonna go so far to even say, when women no longer required men to be men. I'm being fair here. I don't want to leave nobody out of our of our problem. I'm not going to point no fingers here. I'm accepting it as well as everybody else should accept this. So no, there won't be no roses for Daddy today. So no, there won't be no visits and barbecues and no Golden Corral today or Sunday, as I should say. Not for a lot of us. Because a lot of us, like I myself, my children are grown, but I still have young children. You see, and it won't. I won't enjoy that this Father's Day, and I want to. I would love to, but it's because of the selfishness that exists. The level of selfishness in this society. I'm not talking about mine. I've seen a level of man. I seen a level of forgiveness. I seen a level of help, and I seen a level of family that y'all would never, unless things just go, and they will. But when that time comes back around, when things were as they were then, y'all won't see it until then. So what we are witnesses is a level of disrespect that, I've never seen before. I've never seen fathers against sons like I have today, nor daughters against mothers as I have today. And it makes me ask the question, what do we hold, you know? What do we hold valuable? What do we hold sacred? Man, I remember one time if you said something about a nigga's mama, boy, you hear me? If you said, even, man, you didn't even have to be disrespectful. If you said it that's wrong, you get your ass got on, boy. You think I'm gonna ask any nigga from the 7? You said a nigga, if you was like, man, your mama, what nigga? Up against your motherfucking mouth. Guaranteed. Now what these young niggas do? The first thing they do, and of respect, they put it on where? On my mama, nigga. On my mama, cuz. I'm gonna kill that nigga on my mama, cuz. Rob that nigga on my mama, nigga. Best chance a nigga got. And they'll put that on anything. But they choose to put it on their mama. And you know what? That's all they can do. Because these niggas have no daddies. Mama can only be the recipient of this here type of special kind of hate. They can only be the recipient of it because these niggas have no fathers. And they got this mechanism built so Trump tight to where the young niggas don't want no fathers. They quick to tell you, nigga, you ain't my daddy, nigga. And if you was, I'll kill your motherfucker. On Father's Day, I'm talking real to you, man. I'm telling you what's out there. Yes, sir. And I'm all for, if you want to say Dr. Shep, you use a line, you lying. My boy, he loved me. I can believe that. I said the same thing about my son. Till the nigga chased me down the freeway and had his girlfriend put my tires on flat, pulled, have his homeboy pull up and pull guns on me and all this here. Yeah. I said the same thing about that bastard. And you ain't felt nothing until you felt like you want to kill a motherfucker that you helped come into this world, cuz. You ain't felt no kind of confusion like that. Till you want to literally kill. So I imagine that's why we don't really get the flowers and the golden corral. Because we really have to actually do work with these motherfuckers. And they might not like us after I put this work in on you. That's why we're not celebrating. Because fathers had to take on the hard part of this here shit. The unspoken part. Surely mothers do everything for us, man. They always got a special place in our heart. But what about them 72 hours that man worked, man? Every day. Didn't say he loved you, didn't say he cared for you, didn't show up to basketball games, but all that shit was paid for. Roof over your head. Lights, furnace working. Press ham and refrigerator. Chocolate, ice cream, sherbet, Napoleon, whichever one, your parents liked for you. You had that. With the cones. Yeah, you had the sugar cone. What about that there? the provider of your favorite shit. So this is the unspoken. And as a man, you don't look for that glory. You want to look around and see who else recognizes it. And I'm almost talking ancient history here, because the way things have changed is that fatherhood, man, it's almost extinct. You hear me? Because the duties of most fatherhoods are being handled by mothers. Or mothers who used to be mothers that turned into fathers and got married to a mother who's now a father to, you know, figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? hmm I got two mamas. Or I got two daddy mamas. Yeah, the demographic is what they say has changed. So fatherhood is becoming extinct because a large number of fathers nowadays are not fathers per se. hmm So what would Father's Day become? It already wasn't important. It already wasn't made, a big deal. And now that we got these replacement fathers, what they gonna change the name of it. Yeah, they gonna change the name of Father's Day, cuz. Let's see what they gonna change it to. What would be a good name for it? Uh uh who paid the bills today? Is that a good one? Nah, that ain't who let's see what they changed Father's Day to. Uh no, they already got a Savior's Day, don't they? Or they said, Otis, you a trick day. Yeah, that's it. It's a joke, man. I'm just saying. Father's Day is a joke. They only came up with it because they came up with Mother's Day, and it just they were like, well, girl, we got to do something for him. It's a joke, and nowadays it's definitely a joke because it's almost don't exist. Don't exist because I can tell you on Sunday morning when children get up, girls, boys, whoever, and they run out of that room on Father's Day. That won't be it won't be one there. So they might have to get rid of this day because we don't want to make these children feel like that. You understand me? We don't want to make kids, and there's a lot of them. But y'all want to have Father's Day still. Y'all know that shit ain't going on no more. It ain't no more Father's Day. The best thing we can do is just try to be daddies to everybody to give them that experience. Because it is an experience. You know, I've seen, I've, watched court TV, and I see how not having a daddy affects some people. Some people, it don't affect. But, they have that chance if they have that man in the house. See, because for one thing, when a young man gets to feeling himself, there's there got to be something in place to check this young man. Because if that goes unchecked, see, you ain't got to worry about it. Not having no father in the house. You gonna have yourself a whole husband. That's your son. Let that marinate. So today, I am celebrating fatherhood because I had somebody that showed me that, you know, you gonna mind somebody. And a lot of our youth find out the hard way. But I had a daddy that showed me that loved me, and I didn't. Well, I found out the hard way too. Well, my daddy was like 6'5", 235 pounds. Man, yeah, I found out the hard way, but not the hard way. But it was hard enough. You dig what I'm saying? But I am so grateful to have lived and grew up under that experience of having both my parents, not just a father but a mother also, and having both sides of what we now know is what reality used to be. That used to be reality for me and a lot of my classmates and friends. We had fathers and mothers, and because of having a father and mother, you had a balance of what happened in your life. But you had that balance. It doubled when it came to keeping you safe, or when it came to somebody trying to hurt you or something like that. You seen your mother and yeah, and it made you feel good, even though it was some bullshit, some drama going on. But it made you feel good to know that you had that, and just that, right there, it separated you from the neighbor next door that probably wasn't living there, you know. And and those young people went on to, it had a profound effect on them. It probably made them make decisions in life about fatherhood or motherhood, because they didn't have one, and they thought that it was just absolutely okay, and that is okay if you don't have one, if you don't have a mother, if you don't have a father. You can't bring something in existence that just not gonna be. But if you do have one, and it's something able to be done where you can have a relationship, then that's when it becomes your fault. See, I know a lot of us take on what someone said or what someone put in our minds about our parents or our mother or our father. We rolled off of that, and we never found out ourselves. We in a different place, y'all. It's not a good idea to, X people out of your life for good because of something you heard or something you thought happened one way, but it really happened another, but you never took the time to find out. So I urge all of you who are of adult age, if this is one of the things that you got going on with your parent, father, or mother, I suggest you go and have a conversation and find out what the truth is, and then exercise some forgiveness. Oh man, forgiveness is a beautiful thing when you are the one giving it. Most of the times when you ask for forgiveness, then it's some terrible things that have happened to you. But when you're the one exerting forgiveness, then you free yourself. And not only that, you might be gaining a relationship otherwise that you would have left just pass away, along with that person that you never really understood out of fear of knowing the truth. You dig? Appreciate the presence, the right now. Appreciate the right now. I appreciate my father, and when I get off this podcast, I'm going to call him and tell him that I appreciate him and that I saw and see what he does and that I see the man that he is now. My father is 80 years old, and invulnerables starting to set in, where he's not that 6 foot, that 6'5" giant that he used to be. But I still see him that way. I can't see him in any other way because he's always been that giant. Always been that giant. Never reflected nothing other than a juggernaut. And in my travels in life, I try to stand just as strong. And our lives are similar, and we end up fighting the same demons. But because I had an example, I'm equipped. Because I had a father that didn't give up and didn't run off and didn't do all these things, I'm equipped to go into my future and to hope that how I reflect on him, that mine will reflect on me the same way or better. Because as a father, I know that I have a power. And it's just like any other father who you have a power, and that power is protection and providing security. And sometimes it's just as simple as having a pair of strong arms to wrap around somebody where they can just give in. We understand that. And it's all unspoken. When my daughter have come to me with issues, it's all unspoken. You don't have to say a word. But I'm here to give you what you need. Even if it's just holding you and being quiet. This is what a father has. This is our magic. And our baby girls know it for certain. A lot of our boys know it too, but baby girls know it for certain. So there's no need to celebrate me. I celebrate me all the time. Especially when I look at my children. I celebrate me all the time. But it's good to be a part of an elite group. Because I can't say fatherhood today is not what fatherhood used to be of yesterday. You know? Somehow, fatherhood got monetized. And it started going down from there. It started being about, if I'm paying for them, you can raise them. That's what it started being about, Okay. You want the money, you don't want the time, okay. Let's see how that turned out for y'all. See what kind of school shooter he be. Let's see what kind of trap music he make. Let's see if he's a leader or a follower. With all these attributes, man. As I know, well, young men and women should experience. Excuse me. Should experience that type of love, and to be clear about it and to be straight up about it. Um, there's young men and women that shouldn't have experienced that type of love. Because all parents are not good parents. And all fathers are not good fathers. But the ones who want to be and the ones that strive to be a good one. And those are the ones I'm talking about. And those are the ones I hope that most of us have experienced. But we all, we all have what we have in life, and we all don't get to choose who our parents are. Okay, but I'm glad whoever made the choice for me. Uh, I'm very proud of my dad. Very, very proud, especially when I understand the time that he came from. And see, that's what a big difference is of what I'm trying to make tonight. The time that he came from, you know, his father, you know, probably didn't say I love you or any kind of show of affection besides, just putting food on the table and all, things that they did back then. And then, he became a father. See? And he probably didn't want his children to suffer, just having that. So he provided, He provided. And he showed his way of love through, producing. For seven kids. Just me, 7 kids. And a wife. And we're talking 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, and 80s, and 90s. Yes. This is what they came from. And I am so grateful to that man because if not giving up, he could have went through so many things that would have took him out of the family home. At that time, during those times, where, my battery is getting low, where pretty much white men could come up in your home and just take what they wanted. You, your children, your wife, your goods, everything. So I'm so thankful on this Father's Day weekend, which Father's Day is Sunday. I'm absolutely thankful. And like I said, all I can do is give a salute to my father. And it's not about if he did a good job or if he did a wonderful job or if he did a bad job. It's that he did the job. Can you dig it? And for that, you get an A+ from me. I know cats, man, that didn't really honor they parent, and lost them that parent. And the last thing that they probably was negative. The last interaction was negative. And I saw this and it was like, how can you, I don't think I could do that. And you know why? It's because the relationship between my father was different. It's always been family, and it's always been father and son. Yes, I'm a grown man. I'm 52 years old, finna be 53 this July. Word for word. And I've always had a father and son relationship, meaning he's here and I'm here. And when he's gone, then I'll be there. But it's only when he's gone, and I would always respect his status, even if he shrinks down to a midget from 6'5", he'll always be here, and only till he's gone. When he's gone, then I'll take that position. See, that's the difference nowadays. A lot of you fatherless sons, y'all jumped the gun to here, and you're not even ready for that position because you hadn't even had a family of your own. But you're trying to raise the house that your daddy left. And that leaves you not to have your own life, young man. So I suggest, get in touch with your daddy, boy. On this Father's Day, go see what your daddy's story is, nigga. Stop listening to your mama and what she told you. Go find out what your daddy's story is. And I guarantee you that it'll be something left out of the story that you heard that you let all these years pass by. Guarantee your old man got a story for you. Several stories for you on what went on when it went on. So I want on this Father's Day, man, I want y'all to give a commitment to being better to yourself. Stop punishing yourself and stop thinking that you're punishing others by not speaking up. Speak up. Knowledge is good for you. Matter of fact, knowledge is the key. And even if it's knowledge about yourself that you don't want to know, then it's always good for you to find out. Okay? So on this Father's Day, man, y'all get out there. I mean, make some phone calls. Free yourself at least. Give yourself that chance. You dig? So you won't have no pre-reserved feelings. You did what you could. Get out there and speak to your father. Even if you hadn't spoke to him. Even if you still don't like him. Man, give us this day like y'all give on Mother's Day. Put all of that aside and go check on your folks. And have a good conversation with your folks. And clear some things up. So when Father's Day come around again, and then they are blessed to still be here, then you can plan to enjoy it. You can make it a part of your life again. Okay? Because it's never too late. Whoever told you that, they was a doggone lie. It's never too late. So let's take that in mind on Father's Day. And man, I just hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. And again, I want to say Happy Father's Day to my father, King B. I love you, dude, and I appreciate every minute of your life that you dedicated to me, giving me direction and giving me a home, giving me a place to sleep, eat, and grow. I appreciate you, Father, and I'll carry that on to my children, and I hope that I learn them to carry it on for theirs. Yes, sir. Now you can't say more than that. And we are men, and I said a lot now. We don't do all that old "I love you" type of shit. I learned that from my dad too. You ate, didn't you? That mean I love you. Ain't the lights on? That mean I love you. Don't come up here with all that soft shit. Dying in the parking lot of Walmart and all that kind of shit. We don't do that over here. Okay? So, man, I'm just so glad to have a father to be able to say Happy Father's Day to in the present time. That I could put my arms around and hug. That I can shake his hand in appreciation. And stick a $20 bill in his pocket so he can go get his pick threes and stuff. And there's no other. I know there's another side to that, but I've yet to have to experience it, and I thank the spirits every day that He gives me another day with my parents. But it's Father's Day, Mom. I'm sorry. It's all about King B. All right, King. I love my father so much, and I'm so fascinated with him, and was fascinated with him to where he and I both are in the was in the entertainment business as Lufkin, Texas first black radio disc jockey. Yes, sir. And that rant that I do at the beginning of my show, every show, Coming back across the track once again, my friend. I walked on water, I walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The original one goes, the king bee. That's my daddy's. That's my daddy's handle, the king bee. So when I do it, I just switched it over and said, the doctor. So every show, I give it homage to my father, not just on Father's Day. He influenced me with the way he's entertained and his ability to kind of deal with anybody. I I took that from him, and I continue to use it right today. Even here on 1.0, my show is fastened after his radio show at KR BX. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's a example on how fathers influence sons uh, in those times, and hopefully it still happens in these times. And it does, because, like I said, my daddy is still here, and he never ceased to amaze me on any level. So, just grateful for that, and I hope that there's others out there that feels just as grateful as I am. And I'm saying Father's Day, and what I mean by father, I mean about a person who has stepped in and has filled the shoes of the need of men, men who care, and men who have something to pass on to other young men and other young women as a family. To those men and women, because I have to say that men and women, I wish you the best, and I hope the spirits bless you with extra strength to continue to be a father to somebody in this life. That's a very important job. It's almost like you get to have your own personal project that's going to go into the future, something that you grow from ground level to be as big as it wants to be. So being a father is still, it's still one of the most pristine positions that you can have on this planet. Amen. Amen. So to all the fathers out there, I want to give a big salute. My son is in the U.S. Army, and proud as I can be. My daughter has her degrees and master's degrees. Proud as I can be. And my other son, he's out there somewhere. And I'm hoping that he'll make me as proud as just the rest of them. And I pray for him just like I pray for the others. Because this is just a part of the job. You win some and you lose some. But I hope your life will be full of winning. Hey, it's Dr. Chef coming live from 1.0. Hey, I want to thank everybody for chiming in, man. If you got anything that you want me to know, you want to leave a comment, you can drop it down there in the comment section, man. So please hit that subscribe button and follow me on Facebook, here on YouTube. And I look forward to seeing y'all next Friday. And I'm so interested in what the subject's going to be. Sometimes I just kind of, can't wait to what I'm going to say next. But I'm glad that everybody is chiming in. I see that I'm picking up a few more followers. And I want to thank you for that. Y'all tell somebody about the show. And it happens every Friday around this time, in between 7 and 8 o'clock. Sometimes we do a later broadcast, but tonight we were on point. So I want to give a big shout out to my mother company, Black Earth Inc. Give a shout out to my producer, Q. And I want to give a shout out to my co-producer, Miss Amanda. Always in the building, Lord. You hear me? This your boy, Dr. Shep. And as usual, coming back across the track, my friend. I walked on water, I walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. And we're out.
can't get a game for free. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash please. She got a way of making